What is going on, you guys? It's Ian here, and guys, today in this video I'm going to be recording another scary story for you. Now, I know I am 2 days too late. I meant to be recording scary stories on a Saturday, but I am recording this one on Monday because I didn't get a chance on Saturday to record it. So here we go. This is Catfish Part 2. And the person I'm going to be portraying for this story is Ethan. He is a 17-year-old man who lives in Ballymoney here in Northern Ireland. So here we go. My name is Ethan, and I'm a 17-year-old boy. Well, man, if you want to call me that. I recently just left high school, and I have applied for an NRC course in Ballymoney. So, being the very eager gentleman, very eager young man I was to get a new course in Ballymoney, I did. I got into the course, and for my first couple of months in, I got chatted up by some strange woman on Instagram. While I was there in the NRC course, I had made a bunch of friends, 4 close friends in particularly. But one of those 4 close friends we're going to focus on for this story, his name was Dan. Dan always used to advise me on this woman that was texting me. She started 3 months after I originally joined the NRC and started calling me cute, handsome, and saying she had a boyfriend. I wasn't too right on the whole situation because this woman had a boyfriend and she never actually told me her real name. So I was thinking to myself, why would she go behind her boyfriend's back and flirt with me, a 17-year-old man who is not her boyfriend? But sooner or later, the profile of the woman that had been texting me, and whenever I mean sooner or later, I mean about 11 months into my course. 11 months into chatting to her, I realised one day when I looked up on Instagram her profile had been removed. And it was on my news that local night that a catfish in my area of Ballymoney had been arrested for paedophile. This 62-year-old man was apparently kidnapping younger girls and boys at my age, taking them down to his basement and sexually assaulting them before killing them and trying to have sexual intercourse with their skeletons down in the basement. But what was so weird about this whole story that they said on the news was that same man who tricked all those men and women into following him was the same account on Instagram that got banned. And I'm just lucky that he didn't get a chance. He didn't pick the right time to do the same to me. Because after hearing what the police had said on the news, that he was sexually harassing people in his basement, a 62-year-old man, a paedophile, sexually harassing his victims in the basement, and then probably the most horrific and inhuman thing to do after that would be to have sexual intercourse with their skeletons. Even as a 17-year-old man, even though my mind was full of dirty thoughts, I still couldn't get that thought out of my head at that age. And my friends, after hearing the story themselves, said the same. No one would ever think of doing that. I just hope I never ever see that man again. Well, to be honest, I never really saw him, but I hope I never actually have to hear about him again. They did actually show footage of him being put into the police car at the end of the police story. He was a big bald guy, but he was quite thin. He looked like he hadn't ate for a couple of days. And I know if a human can't eat for a couple of days, they probably die, or a couple of weeks they'll die. But I just hope I never, ever, ever have to come in contact with that Instagram profile or himself again, because I just realised how lucky I was not to be one of his victims. Well guys, that was a quick wee story about the Catfish part 2. I'm not sure if you guys were expecting this. I actually thought all that up in my head while I was going along. That's the best thing I like about these stories. I think them all up in my head whenever I'm going along. I don't actually like whenever I plan for them. I just... tonight, I said to myself, oh my goodness, I've got about an hour before I have to attend something. I might as well make a scary video tonight. And also, shout out to Sandwich Master 12 or something. As I don't remember your number at the end of your name, mate. But shout out to Alex Jones. He is amazing, amazing subscriber. By the way, there's something I would like to highlight in this video before I leave, and it's something that bothered me just yesterday whenever I was scrolling through YouTube. So I'm scrolling through YouTube, and as you know guys, I've got a Christian YouTube channel that I post sermon and talks on. So I'm scrolling through it, and I come across a comment from an old friend of me. You know what a friend of me is? Someone who was once your friend, now is an enemy. And he was basically trying to start by boasting about his TikTok, saying that I could stick my 700 subs on this channel up my rear end. Okay. And then me and him, we got into kind of a heated battle in the comments. Because here is what I'm about to say that will draw the line. I am not in YouTube for gaining subscribers or gaining that cash. I am in YouTube for creating communities and creating bonds with my subscribers. And Ben, I know you said yesterday that that's creepy, that I'm creating bonds with so-called 10-year-olds. You have no idea how old my 700 and at this point in time 758 subscribers, you have no idea how old they are. So if you're going to make an assumption, make the right assumption, bro. Like seriously, make it right. But that's all I'm going to bring up. If you're going to leave comments down below, leave me constructive criticism, or else I'm not replying to you, because I simply couldn't care about hateful comments. I myself I consider myself to be a very positive guy, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm a golden boy here. Trust me, I'm not trying to sound like that. But I'm not a pushover, and if you are a friend of mine, you should really not be looking to start a fight with me, because I value friends more than anything. Sometimes I value friends over my family, and that says something. Friends are meant to be close. They're meant to love you and love you like a brother. And I think it's clear to say I loved Ben like a brother, until he stabbed me in the back 3 times, lied continuously, and yesterday I said he was a bully because of what he was saying, and he says, oh, you think I'm a bully by doing this? You should take it like a man instead of acting like a 12-year-old. You are 15, Ben, and you say I'm being an immature 17-year-old when I run around a tree celebrating the NHS. Fair enough, maybe running around a tree isn't that good of a thing to do, but if you're the one who's trying to start trouble on the internet with a 17-year-old, you're trying to act all hard. Who's the immature one, Ben? Is it the one who's ignoring you and the one who's telling you to wise up right now, so wise up? Or is it the one who is slabbering out of nowhere trying to start a fight without any reason? I think you've got enough nerves in your tiny little brain to get that through. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this scary story. Sorry it was a bit late notice. Like I said, all the scary stories in this channel are made up. They're all made up from my head. So please, no comments below saying, oh, you made that story up, because it's obviously made up. You know, they're not true at all. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a brilliant day. Ben, wise up. Goodbye.